Hey you guys, this is Shanita. It is wash day. So I came on so I could show you guys the condition of my hair. I really shouldn't even be showing this. This is embarrassing. To the new subscribers, thank you so much for clicking on. I am so glad that you decided to subscribe. I hope that you have found something here that will be helpful to you and that I will be able to make more content that you are interested in. So if you are interested in seeing my wash day, my Product Junkie Naturals wash day, then be sure to stay tuned. If you are interested in the products, stay tuned. I hope this is going to be a successful one. Okay, you guys. So look. This is embarrassing. I started not to even show it. This feels like hay. It feels like dried out, sat in the sun, scorched year-old hay. Oh my gosh. I used one of my products. Now, you guys know I don't do a whole lot of waiting around till my hair gets this dry. The last product that I used has been in my hair since, let's see, today, it's been like 4 days. 4 days. And this is what my hair looks like. 4 days of not doing anything to it. This was a twist out. You can see some of it still has the definition in the back. And so I just kind of, it's been sweated in and I had it in a rough ponytail. But anyway, I got to do something about this. So join me on today and let's see if we can whip this hair into shape, okay? So I am going to go off camera and I am going to section my hair and get ready for the pre-poo phase. In a condition like this, I would not dare ever just step right into the shower and start shampooing this hair. It is way too crispy, way too dry, and to just do that would just give me more dryness and more breakage and more aggravation. So I'll be back. I am in the front. I am getting ready to pre-poo my last section, and I thought I would come on to just let you guys see this again and use it as a reminder. Your hair should never, ever get this dry. When it gets to be all dull and frizzy and so hard, it's crispy, never ever let your hair get this dry. There was absolutely no excuse for my doing this, because even if I wasn't going to comb it or do anything, I could have taken some refresher spray or some water and sprayed over it, and even that would have kept it a little bit hydrated. But I would never just go into working with this dry hair. Of course, the first thing I did was spritz it with a refresher spray and then begin to apply my oil. So if you are using a product and you want it to last all week, but you find that by the fourth day or so that it is dry like this, like hard, that kind that when you touch, you can feel it, like you can hear it because it's so crispy, please don't let your hair get that way. Even if no more than just spritz some water over it. That only takes a few seconds. To go and handle this hair like this would cause some mad breakage, and that is everything we're trying to avoid. So I wanted to say that before I forgot. So I'm going to do this last section, and then I'm going to sit under my dryer for about 20-25 minutes, give this oil time to really moisturize those strands and get them nice and coated and lubricated. So I've rinsed the Red Cell conditioner out of my hair, and I'm getting ready to apply my deep conditioner. I am using Product Junkie Naturals Rosemary Matcha Green Tea. This is an older label. This is from last year. She recently updated her labels with a very gorgeous label and logo, but this is an older one. But the ingredients are the same, and it is still amazing. I have actually separated the some of the products and I put it in a glass bowl. Do you see how thick this is? Like, look at this. It's almost as thick as a styler. when I separate it like this, like I did that because it was so thick, and I thought, is this going to, I've used several of the deep conditioners, but I wasn't sure if, I've used this one before, so I was wondering if it was going to be too thick to absorb in my hair, and I thought that I might have to add something to it. So that's why I'm separating it. So I am going to start applying it, and then I'm going to let you know how it goes by itself, and I'll let you know if I had to add anything to just make it a little bit more easier to work with and easily to absorb. So I will be right back. Honey, I had to come back. I have not had to add anything. Look at the slip this stuff gives me. Holy Toledo. I am able to take my fingers from the root all the way to the end, applying a deep conditioner. I almost never do that because I typically just like to detangle when I'm rinsing out the rinse out conditioner or the deep conditioner. And so I thought this was going to be really thick and sit on top of my hair, and I was going to have to make it a little thinner, but no, 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 no. Look at this definition. It really absorbed into my hair. There's a little bit more on the top, but you know me, I was extra. So I really didn't have to use that much. My gosh. I don't think I've ever used a deep conditioner that gave my hair so much definition just on applying. So this is going to be a good conditioner. I already know it. So I'm going to go ahead and apply it to the rest of my hair and finish up. I just did not want to forget to let you know that I didn't have to alter this at all. It is absolutely perfect. My hair feels so smooth and it feels amazing. Amazing. So I'll be back, y'all. My hair feels so good. This is like the best part of wash day to me. Rinsing out that deep conditioner and feeling how soft and fluffy your hair is. It feels so, so good. Such a huge change from earlier. Oh, it's so soft. Love it. And of course, as I expected, rinsing it out was a breeze. It applied easily. Adding the heat to it was just an extra boost, and rinsing it out was amazing. So I have not decided exactly which of their products I'm going to use this time, but I just wanted to check in, give you a texture shot of what this is looking like. This is where you get a chance to see all of my kinky glory. And it's so amazing when you look at this and then the end of what our hair actually ends up looking like. Black hair is so awesome. All right, I'll check in with you guys later. As you can see, I did not come on when I braided my hair. It is dry and I am taking it down. It has been 2 days later, so I sat in the twist for 2 straight days, and I've taken most of it down. And I did that because braids take forever to take down, because obviously you want to be careful taking it down and do it nice and slow. So I saved these last 2 in the front to take down with you. I did a little bit of a twist and coil the ends. It is such a pain to take down. That is what I hate about them. And then I got mad at myself because I realized I really did just make them absolutely too little. I can barely stick my finger in there and get them undone. I don't know what I was thinking. I can't even get a grip. If you're going to do these, this is why I typically twist on wash day and then end up doing the braids the second or third day, because they are such a pain to take down. And then if I had done the braids, I definitely didn't have to make them this small, and that certainly would have helped in the taking down process if you just don't make them too big. And obviously the bigger they are, the bigger your coils would be. The smaller they are, the tighter your curl would be. This is just aggravating. I'll be back, you guys. Okay, all taken down. I wanted to show you this. These look very good so far. Lots of definition and shine. It is soft, but yet it has some hold. Like I can tell that if I left this alone, it would last a few days. I can just feel, it's so bizarre. Maybe soft is not the word. It's just moisturized. It's moisturized, and I can feel just a little bit of a hold on it, which I like. I like that. It moisturizes and hold at the same time. So the two products that I ended up using was the hair milk. Look at my old beat up bottle. This is again one of the older bottles. This is the honey and hibiscus hair milk. I love that this brand is coconut oil free. And I use the rosemary matcha green tea castor cream. I certainly probably could have got away with just using this castor cream by itself, but by the time I got ready to braid my hair up, it was a while, and so my hair started to dry out, and I wasn't sure. I'd rather err on the side of too moisturized than not enough. So I put just a little bit of the milk and mostly the castor cream. So I am going to go off camera, and I am going to separate these very gently, and then I'll let you know what my final thoughts are. Hopefully I won't get any frizz when I'm separating, because most of the time that's where it comes in at. So we'll see. Okay, here's what I've got. It looks fine generally, just as a whole it looks fine. I definitely did not get as much definition as I typically get with this product. It is not the product. I have used this so many times and got spectacular defined hair, and so there's something I did different with this that gave it a little frizz this time. The frizz is actually on the ends mostly. I noted when I was separating the hair from the roots down the mid shaft was fine. When I got ready to separate the ends is where it was kind of a little bit harder to pull apart, and that's where I got the frizz. I added a little bit more of the cream to the ends when I did the twirling at the very ends, and because it is a product with a little bit of hold, and the porosity of our hair on the ends is generally different because it is the thinnest and oldest part of the hair strand. Maybe I shouldn't have done that with the cream. I'm thinking that perhaps I should have maybe just used an oil on the ends, or maybe just the hair milk. But nevertheless, I will work with that and try to figure out what I did there. And the other thing I did was, of course, pick it half to death, and that is the other thing that will give you frizz. If you separate too fast, you'll get frizz. If you just run through it and just keep separating and separating and separating, you'll get frizz. That's generally what I am guilty of. And keeping your hands in it, like the more you play with it, the more action you're gonna get. So what do you guys think? Do you like it? Did it come out well? I love how moisturized it is. You don't even have to guess what I think about it. I should be her marketing director. I am forever pushing this product because if you have thick hair that is hard to moisturize and hard to retain moisture, you know the struggles of what it's like to not be able to get a style hair that will actually stay moisturized through and through. So my final thoughts are that it is excellent. It is not a gorgeous hair day. I will say that I worked out yesterday, and that was a heavy sweating session. And do you know that sometimes you can leave your hair in those twists too long, and then when you take it out, it'll be dry. Sometimes, you know, we always say the longer it sets, the better the definition. The definition is setting, but it is also drying out. That's kind of the counterpoint of keeping it in too long. That moisture is not going to be locked in there forever because it's still exposed to the air, still exposed to, you know, the elements, whatever is going on in the environment. So sometimes leaving that hair in too long in those twists is not a good thing. So if you have been sitting around and have twisting your hair that's been in there for a week, you're definitely who I'm talking about. You're going to have to take those twists down and go ahead and style it, or take it down, re-moisturize it, and twist it back up. So, the hair milk, you guys, this is excellent. If you are a fine hair person, then you will be able to get a very defined style with this along. This stuff is so thick. It's probably the thickest hair milk that I am aware of. Let me see if I can get a little bit out to show you. I'm almost out of this one, which would be good. I've had it for a while and I'm itching to open one of my new ones. I think the newer one that I bought belonged to another line. So here is the milk. It's just not leave-in milk type. You know what I mean? This is like a milk that you could actually style with. I couldn't style with this by itself, and it would probably be too heavy as a leave-in. So you kind of have to find the right place for this in your regimen, and that is what I suggest, to just use if you are, not as don't have as much thick hair, then use it as a styler. So the directions here say to apply hair milk to hair sections from root to tips. Apply to freshly washed hair for best results. The ingredients are distilled water, manuka honey, palm oil, mango butter, cocoa butter, syndromonium chloride, avocado oil, guar conditioner, fragrance, phenoxyethanol, and gluconodelta-lactone. So this is all in all a very, very good milk. Usually when I go to refresh this, so when I go to retwist this, I won't go back in with that cream, way too heavy. I will take a little bit of milk and rub it in my hands and put it on the section. Not even as much as I used the first time. You need just a little, almost just in the dry places. Like for me, I will put it on the ends in this hairstyle and just retwist or rebraid. Okay, the star here is the rosemary matcha green tea castor cream. This stuff is so thick. It has some of the same directions to apply to hair from section hair into 4 sections. Apply cream to clean, damp, or dry hair for best results. Apply amount needed. The ingredients here is distilled water, castor infused with rosemary, fenugreek, burdock root, cocoa butter, BTMS, syndromonium chloride, sweet almond oil, mango butter, guar conditioner, cetyl alcohol, fragrance, rosemary oil, rosemary extract, green tea extract, marshmallow root, slippery elm bark, Optifin Plus, and citric acid. Quite a few ingredients, but all natural ingredients. Like I didn't even have to stumble because all of these are your typical butters and oils that we're familiar with. That is what is making this product so freaking heavy and conditioning. It smells just like cocoa butter. Like the second I take the lid off, I can smell the cocoa butter, and I love that. I heard somebody say the other day, I don't like my hair to smell like chocolate. I love this scent. It's just such a, I don't know, like a relaxing, freshening scent. It's just a cozy scent to me, and I love that. Now I will say I'm almost done with this one. Did I show you this? I did, didn't I? Let me show you how thick it is in texture. Like there is no rubbing this and getting it to emulsify in your hand like you could typically do with just regular old butters and oils. This is way thicker than that. You're going to get a coating on your hair with this. However, the product still absorbs into your hair strands. That is what I love. So it's like it's hydrating, but it's moisturizing at the same time. So your hair is completely moisturized from the inside out. Now, this product, as you can see based on how thick it is for thick-haired people. It says a thick hair conditioning cream that is perfect for adding and locking moisture into natural hair. Recommended for medium to thick strands. Best for type 4B and C hair. That is how heavy this is. It tells you that you need to be a thick-haired, tight, coily person. your hair needs to be thick and tightly coiled to be able to handle this product. I'm so glad I found it. This is like the first thing I found on the market that I feel like actually moisturizes and holds my hair. I completely love this stuff, despite the results of what I did today. If you are a person with thick hair and you find that you have to layer tons of products or that your moisture doesn't stay in, you've got to try Product Junkie Naturals. This one is the castor cream. There are other products in the line that are they feature flaxseed gel, right? So flaxseed gel is already moisturizing in itself, and then it has all these other creams and butters and oils in it. The stuff is fantastic. You have to give them a try. I know whenever I have mentioned it to people, they have talked about some of the long wait that they have experienced. And so that can be a thing depending on what time of year it is and what's going on. I highly advise, if you want to try it, to place your order and just don't be expecting it. Like, this is not one of those products you order and a few days later you go run to the mailbox, and then the next day you go run to the mailbox because you're anticipating it. Of course, we all want our products fast, but because these are handmade and because they are made to order, and because she's not a big company, she's doing this out of her house, it takes a while. So she's not going to forget about you. You're going to get your order. It's going to seem like it's taking forever, but place the order and just know it's coming down the road. That's kind of how you're going to have to see these. But I always tell people it's worth the wait. It is worth the wait. She's expanded the line. There are so many other products in the line right now. There are even additional lines, and there's products she's added to some of the regular lines. I haven't tried anything that I don't love. I'm not a fan of the gels just because it's just not thick enough to hold my hair. I know people who, Steph MD, gets beautiful, beautiful curls with the gels and jellies. You just cannot have this thick, coarse hair and be able to use that gel. Not as a wash and go. You can always top it on top of something and still use it. Anyway, that is enough about that. I wanted to let you know I was so excited to take these out. Like, this is one of those things like you put in and like you can't even wait to see what your hair is going to look like because you know it's going to be awesome. And though this is not the awesomeness I normally get, I still like it. It gets the job done. Moisture is what I was asking for, definition, and for it to look and feel healthy. That is really what we're aiming for, and that is what I got. So that is my review on this. Have you used Product Junkie Naturals before? Are you interested in it? I'd love to know what your thoughts are, and if you have had any experience with the brand before. Drop down below and let me know your comments. If you are new and just clicking on just to kind of see what these products are about and what this whole company is about, please subscribe. I have a ton. I'm going to insert a picture of my Product Junkie Naturals products to let you know what a fan I am. I'll put that in here, and so you will be able to see. I am a firm believer in the products. I love, love, love them. And okay, that's it. That's all I've got to say. I wanted to share that with you guys. Subscribe down below for more information, for more tips, for more little tricks that I have learned. I want you to be able to thrive and get your hair in the state that you want it in without going through all of the trials and errors and bumps and setbacks that I have. I am sharing those sometimes all through the course of the video, and it may not necessarily be labeled as, you know, a video that's going to have tips in it, but I try in every single video to think of what I got right or got wrong and try to share that with you. So you're just going to have to subscribe and listen to the video. That's all I know. All right, you guys, thank you so much for sticking around. I hope you are having a great day and taking care of yourself. Enjoy your family. Enjoy the loved ones that you have in your home, and check on those that are not in your home. We are going through so much in this company, in this country right now, and it is absolutely scary. Things are changing so fast, and people are losing family members so fast, and so many people are gone, and none of us are exempt from those hard times. It could very well be us. So cherish the people in your life, take care of yourselves, take care of the ones you love, and I'll be glad when we're on the other side of this. I really will. I am praying for you all, and I wish the best for you. Until next time, bye bye.